So you're thinking of living in New Jersey, or perhaps you already live here and you're just looking for a new town with a new vibe? Well, today you're in luck. How about a town that is steeped in history? If that sounds for you, stay tuned, because right now we're getting after it. If this is your first time to the Living in New Jersey channel, please feel free to click the subscribe button, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first one to be alerted to the ever-changing landscape of New Jersey real estate. And once again, to be alerted of the videos that will go up of the towns and the cool places that I'm gonna take you to. My name's Matthew Williamson. I'm a luxury realtor here in New Jersey, and we get calls, emails, and texts every day of the week from people just like you who are home searching that want to be turned into these happy faces. Those are our clients. And they went from home searches to home owners. And they also left us awesome reviews. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days, 9 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 months, whatever that number is, down below in the description, that's a tongue twister, description will be emails, phone numbers, text, you can WhatsApp, you can Facebook message, whatever you want to do, feel free to reach out. We would love to show you around town. We would love to have a dialogue and conversation with you, absolutely. Now the town today that we're getting after is historical Clinton, out west in Hunterdon County. This is one of my favorite counties. I love this town, I'm not gonna lie. Let's talk about some of these things. If you've watched my videos before, we kind of go in a certain order. If this is your first time here, you'll sort of learn. But first things first, this is not Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. This is not Doc Hollywood. Like, I don't want to live out there. I don't want the local doctor to come in his horse and carriage. Not this. You have Hunterdon Medical Center, about 15 minutes away down the road, maybe 20 with traffic. Big hospital down in Flemington. Boom, healthcare is good right there. Yahtzee. You might say, what am I gonna do out here? You got wineries, you got golf courses. Let's touch base on golf courses. Golf is getting very popular. Maybe I'm late to the party, but you've got some stellar golf courses here. Put up some pictures, kind of let you see what we got. You got Beaverbrook, which is a really large community, houses and townhomes and all of that jazz. I actually love Beaverbrook. I love the way it looks. It's very stellar. You have another one, Fox Hollow. Get to put some of that information up. Fox Hollow is also, once again, this is a rural county. You can tell, right? Like, it's kind of rural, right? So Fox Hollow is similar to Beaverbrook, just rolling hills, absolutely beautiful. Now, the elusive and the exclusive golf course is Fiddler's Elbow. Now there's a few others that are out here I haven't mentioned, but in this particular video. Fiddler's Elbow, the best you're getting out of me, and maybe I can show you a picture of a tee and the gate where the guard is with the members only side. So there's that. So you've got golf. Clinton has a beautiful downtown full of, like, you know, coffee shops and ice cream shops and clothing. Now, this is your first time here as far as the wrap-up goes. Stick around as we go through this video, because the wrap-up is going to be pretty stellar. We'll do high schools, we'll talk about commuting, we'll look at some homes, and there's other stuff out here, by the way, as well. You got wineries out here. You're within about 30 minutes of 5 different wineries. I can try to put the links down below as well. Some of the wineries I maybe know too well, but there's some wineries out here. But if you're just wanting a town that is just, I mean, historical off the charts, and people are friendly. And I mean, I'm on this little riverbank here. Obviously, it's a beautiful fall day. They're having this huge, fall kind of festival, maybe like Christmas festival, but there's people everywhere. People come from all over for this. There's a historical red mill here. That's pretty cool. There's a couple of those in Jersey. I've shown them in other videos. There is a wonderful restaurant here. Give a shout out to the Clinton House. That is an unbelievable restaurant. It's also very historical. Got a fireplace inside in the fall and winter. It's just the ambiance is to die for. So if you make Clinton your home, it's so much more than just a house. If you're like, I'm gonna live in Clinton, I'm gonna get online and look at a picture. This town has so much to offer. So why don't we get this party started, and let's kick it off with school, shall we? So here we are at the section in the video that we talk about schools, that we talk about the education system. Usually on my other videos, if you watch them, I deliver pretty good, right? I take you to some different schools, right? I do pretty good. This time, I think I've one up myself. I don't know if I'm gonna do any better than this down the road. I just don't know. Where might I be? Any guesses? I am at North Hunterdon Regional High School. Go Lions, baby. Wow, look at that. That looks like it's college. This a high school football field. This is like the fake turf. It's not real grass. This is a nice field. absolutely stunning. In the last few years, Clinton kind of merged, right? You saw Clinton merge with Glen Gardner, become the Clinton-Glen Gardner School District. So as I've mentioned before, some towns you get 20 schools to choose from. It can be overwhelming. Obviously, the upside of that is that you do get options, right? It's kind of a two-sided coin. Too many options can be overwhelming, and then sometimes you wish you had options. So if you're in Clinton, and once again, there is Clinton, and there is Clinton Township. They are different, right? If we go by Google Maps, they are different areas. If you are in Clinton Town, which is just a small little nugget, you basically have one singular school, and there's some private schools I believe there as well, but you basically have one school that kind of handles it all, K through 8th, I do believe. And then if you're in Clinton Town, your kids, high school kids, will go here to North Hunterdon High School. It's a beautiful high school. I mean, I can't show you this field enough. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane, right? It's not college. It's high school. So your high school kids, 9th through 12th, will go here. North Hunterdon High School Lions. Now, depending on what you read, and as you always know, I recommend going to niche, niche.com, or greatschools.org. You can kind of read about stuff, kind of know what you're getting into, but as I said, sometimes you don't really get any options, right? You get like one or two, you know, depending on the town. Depending on the information you come across and what you read, you could see ratios around 9.6 to 8.8 to 1 as your teacher-student ratio. Look at that. Wow. Wow. That's stellar. All right. Let's get over to travel and commuting, shall we? So as you know already, I do my best to take us to the train station if a town has one. Clinton does not, but it's right next to a little tiny town called Annandale. And if you're from Annandale and watching this, I so heart Annandale. Love it. Tiny little speck of a town. But if you live in Clinton Town, historical Clinton Town, the Red Mill and all of that stuff, you're probably gonna use Annandale as your train station. And where might I be? Annandale. This is the Annandale train station. So if you've seen other videos where it's like bigger towns, Westfield or Cranford, and I'm like, oh, the historical train station. Oh, there's a building over here and there's a building over here. Oh, look at all. This ain't that. This it. This kind of it. Like, there's not really. There's the parking lot. That kind of it. I don't know what else to tell you. I could spin. I can turn a little bit. Oh, there's another Annandale sign. The rest of the tracks. I mean, that's your station. It's more of a booth, but that's where you wait. So you do have other options though. You do have Lebanon Borough has a station, because I say borough, I emphasize that because there's a Lebanon Township. And you also have a Highbridge. All three of those are sort of close to Clinton, but chances are you're either going to use Annandale if you're in Clinton, or for whatever the reason, maybe you use Lebanon. Look how beautiful and quaint and small it is. Anyways, so when I bring you to the train station, we sort of kick off the conversation about commuting. Where you got I-78. I-78 basically cuts right through Clinton. I mean, boom, right through it. That's your main vein. Chances are if you're driving, you're getting on I-78. If you're not going east, maybe you're going south for whatever the reason. Route 31 is the road that you'll probably take right down into Flemington. And then obviously, once again, you have Route 22, which is an older road. Starts out east, heads west, and eventually sort of blends into 78 and eventually kind of comes back again. Those are your options. Train, 78, Route 31, Route 22. That pretty much covers all the commuting. Oh, and here's the station. Yay, it's so cute. Right. All right, let's get to the next stop. So here we are at home number 1 in Clinton. I'm gonna try to show you a couple different homes today, but inventory is light. Clinton is a popular area. Homes go like that. It's awesome sauce. But guess what? Amazon still shows up, so you're not in the middle of nowhere. You can still get Amazon. They go anywhere. This home is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom. Tax record has it at about 1,700 square feet. It was built circa 1926, and they're asking $459,000. There's your winner. Look at that. That's beautiful. I love those houses. Absolutely stunning. Let's go to home number 2. So here we are at home number 2 in Clinton. A little bit of a busy street, but once again, if you look at all the trees around me, I mean, this is fall. That's a lot of greenery. It's beautiful. Very well established neighborhood. So this next home is 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. Tax record has it at about 2,172 square feet. It was built circa 1900. They're asking $574,900, otherwise known as $575,000. This be the house right here. That's your winner. Beautiful. All right, let's check out home number 3. So it's kind of busy today on this fall day. There's like cool stuff happening in Clinton, but I found you this third home. I'm gonna try to get through it. It's 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. Tax record has it at about 2,880 square feet, built circa 1830s, and they're asking $950,000. Now, you know how you see those fun homes on TV and you're like,
oh, it's so old. If I had the money to fix it, la la la.
well, this is what it looks like. Oh, I'll show it again. Oh, absolutely stunning. And this town is full of historical houses like that. Beautiful, beautiful. On to the next thing. So before we get to the wrap up, obviously it's really busy, but I'm gonna show you why. See, I come out to dangerous places for you folks, for you people watching. I come out to dangerous places. So we've seen a lot of cool things that Clinton has to offer. Now, once again, whether it's Clinton or in the vicinity, Hunterdon County, this is steeped in history. So this is called the Bonnell Tavern. Now, if I've got my facts straight, I believe Abraham Bonnell, I think I pronounced that right, Bonnell, back around circa 1767, right around there, he actually licensed a tavern here. Obviously, that's way back when, right? U.S. and all that jazz, and the Declaration of Independence and all that. It's like 1776. I got my historical facts straight. So this goes back to the 1760s. So it's very old, what I'm about to show you. But point is, it belonged to a 60-acre farm. When Eisenhower was the president and he started to come up with the interstate system as we know it today, if you've never read about the interstate, just the actual interstate system of the U.S., we take that for granted, right? I know it sounds crazy. I'm getting all like, super historical teacher on you, but it took a lot to put all that together. The government used eminent domain. Basically, the government can take your land if they see fit. This property belonged to a 60-acre farm, and they basically took all 60 acres. They left a little bit over an acre, and they left the house. This is Bonnell Tavern. Pretty cool. In regards to, why is it so loud around you? There's your eminent domain at work. That's I-78. Oh, that's your interstate system right there. Eminent domain, what do you want me to do? And obviously Clinton downtown's about a mile that way, but they are working on this, and I'll try to put some links down below in the description and show you I think there's some drawings and PDF, but the town and investors are turning this back into like a tavern brewery. They're trying to maintain the history with it. They're trying to keep that together, right? But once again, I'll give you one more look-see as the sun hits it. That's pretty cool, right? And then once again, not so cool, I-78s. Yeah, but at least, hey, for commuting, you're right next to it. So there you go. Get back, Bonnell Tavern. It's pretty cool. I love the history around here. All right, now let's get to the wrap up. So here we are at the Clinton wrap up. You're in for a real treat. Typically what I do is I do a wrap up in a pretty cool place. So let me just get right to it. Oh. That is a historical mill here in Clinton, and I mean, this is not Photoshop. That real deal. That water, beautiful. Unbelievably stunning. I mean, just look, and the bridge. This is not Photoshop. There's no Photoshop. Maybe this, not this. This is not. Look at that, just absolutely stunning. So what have we learned about Clinton today? Well, we talked about the school. We saw some cool stuff with that. We we showed you a couple different homes. It's a historical town. Maybe I put up a picture of the Hunterdon Art Museum, saw some golf course action. This is a beautiful town. Clinton is stellar. Now, I will say this, the homes here aren't exactly brand new cookie cutter. So if you wanna move here, the expectation is, the home you pick, probably, the odds are very good. It will have a lot of history, or at least be old, a lot of character, but you're gonna have to, you can put in a little bit of TLC if you buy a house here. It's not all HGTV turnkey ready to go. You have to make it HGTV ready to go. I showed you a house like that, I believe. But Clinton is wonderful. It has an amazing downtown, restaurants, close to golf courses. You're close to probably within 25 minutes of about 5 different wineries. Like I said, I know wineries very, very well. We talked about commuting, the train station, right? You got a lot of different options here when it comes to that. Hop, skip, and a jump to I-78. You got 3 train stations conservatively to choose from, but the odds are high. You're gonna go with Annandale, the little tiny train station. Depending on what your vibe is or what you're looking for. Maybe it's Clinton, maybe it's not. But I wanted to give you an insight to this town, give you a little taste, right? It beats like satellite view and Google Street View, and it moves like one thing at a time. I like to just no to that stuff. This is where it's at, live stuff, right? Live. Once again, down below in the description will be all the information we talked about today. My name is Matthew. All my information will be down below. If you want to come to Clinton, let me know. I'll bring you here. If there's another town you have in mind, like, oh, I'd like to see ABC town, I'll take you there. And if there's not a video of it, maybe I can spin one up for you before we head out, okay? I'm awesome with that stuff. I love doing videos. Awesome made me sound narcissistic. I'm really just saying I love to do it. In regards to comments, please feel free to leave your comments down below. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you've got questions, I would love to help you. I'd love to kind of set the record straight, as I often say. But once again, if you don't pick the town, I'll pick it. If you don't leave comments down below, that's fine. I'll cry about it later. But otherwise, I hope to show you around the next town. Thank you all for watching.